Hello, and welcome back for the Chapter 4 review. We're looking at the last three problems here. So number 18 says the depreciation rate of a laptop computer is 40% per year. If a new laptop computer was purchased for $1,200, find a function that gives its value t years after the purchase. So the key here is it says depreciation rate. Depreciation means the percentage that it's decreasing by. But we have to remember that when we write an exponential function, our multiplier is the percentages that we're keeping. So 40% is the depreciation rate. That means that our multiplier B is equal to 1 minus the it's actually equal to the relative growth minus 1. One minus the relative growth. I had to sort it out there. So B is 1 minus that 0.4, which is going to be 0.6. So our function is going to be the $1,200, which is our y-intercept, our starting value, times the percentage that we're keeping, which is 0.60 to the x. So we have to use the complement, which is 0.4 and 0.6 add to 1. So 100%, which is 1, subtracting the 0.4 of the depreciation rate gives us the percentage that we're keeping. Let's look at number 19. 19 says the magnitude of an earthquake is measured on the Richter scale. We've already done this little mini project I had you do, where you pick two earthquakes and compare them. And it says if an earthquake registers as a 5.8 on the Richter scale, express its intensity in terms of IO. So 5.8 is the RI. And so we know this. And so this is really, they don't show a base, and it's because it's log base 10. So I'm going to write this as an exponential. So it's 10 to the 5.8 equals I over I0. And they want us to write this in terms of I0. So it's going to be the 10.58 times I0 is I. And that comes out to be 10.58 is 630,957 times I0. Let me put that into Desmos. And then the last question is using the logistic function. And it says the number of college students infected with a cold virus in a dormitory can be modeled by this logistic function, where T is the number of days after the first infection. How many students were initially infected? So that would be time or day 0, right? Day 0. So T is going to equal 0. So when we put 0 in for T into Desmos, we get 50. So 50 will be infected at day 0. And then it says approximately how many students will be infected after 10 days. So that's going to be at T equal to 10 because they said this T is represented as the number of days after the first day. So after 10 days, there'll be 148. And this is what it should look like when you use Desmos. right here when you type it in. So go ahead and make sure that you click on that link too for how to use the Desmos for each of these. And catch me back for some new videos.